Shell is one of the known gas stations in the Philippines. This has connection to our trivia for today, which we will talk about a specific gas station shaped like a shell that is only left out of 8 stations for over years. Winston-Salem, North Carolina is home to the last Shell oil clamshell station in the United States. It is located on the quiet corner of Sprague and Peachtree Streets, which this station sits abandoned. If one is driving through Winston-Salem, North Carolina, he may be tempted to pull over at the giant yellow scallop Shell if his gas tank is in need of a fill-up. The bad news is, this station no longer sells gas, but its fascinating history makes it well worth a stop. The 18-foot tall Shell dated back to 1930 when marketing geniuses at the Quality Oil Company, a Winston-based marketer of Shell oil, decided to build 8 gas stations shaped like giant shells to lure in customers. Joseph Glenn and Bert Bennett had launched Quality Oil in 1929, but because Shell had not marketed its products in North Carolina before the late 1920s, they knew they needed something to attract customers. The solution was a series of shell-shaped service stations to build buzz around Winston-Salem. The shells, which were inspired by the logo of the Royal Dutch Shell Oil Company, were constructed out of concrete stucco poured over a bent wood and wire framework and built to last. 7 of the hard-to-miss shells were built in Winston-Salem and 1 in the nearby town of Kernersville. The design of the stations was so unique that it was patented on November 25, 1930. Sadly, the Shell station on East Sprague Street is the last one in existence. The Shell stations were a hit, serving up gas to motorists in needs for decades. However, the good business didn't last as competition, a new highway and changes in traffic patterns left the gas station. After the gas station closed, the structure was used as a lawnmower repair shop. Eventually, it fell into disrepair, and while the iconic Shell service station was added to the National Register of Historic Places on May 13, 1976, it was still a shell of its former self. In the mid-1990s, Preservation North Carolina, North Carolina's historic preservation nonprofit advocacy group, stepped in. The organization raised money to repair the historic site and return the landmark to its original majestic yellow condition. They liked the restored Shell building so much that the organization maintained a regional office there until 2011. While it may be old, its creators could never have imagined how great the building would look on Instagram. Its charm endures, and as Roadside America notes, it is still very much a worthy photo detour. Till our next trivia, see you!